right, guys, we are back. We're through season one in our, I guess you could call it historical replay. We started as the Boston Red Sox slash Americans in this case, and we are going to play through. Oops, start over. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we are back. We are through season one in our historical simulation. We are currently the Boston Red Sox. When and if we win the World Series, we will switch on to the team with the worst record in the majors. And we almost did it in year one. I mean, we finished with by far the best record in baseball. And we lost in the World Series to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah, they finished 83 and 57. We were 98 and 42, and we lost in the World Series. So a bit of a bummer there, I guess. You can see offensively and pitching wise, we were just dominant. We had the top three WAR in the American League. Chickstall won the MVP with a 9.5 WAR. Had 22 triples, hit 379. He was a beast. Cy Young, George Winter, Ted Lewis all won 20 plus games. Ted Lewis, I mean, this guy, I don't know where this came from, but 2.5 stars. His ratings are garbage, but he went 28 and 9. So whatever, I'll take it. Cy Young 27 and 9. So we had a good season. We just came up a game short. So hopefully we can pick something up in the first year player draft and we can win it in season 2 and move on. So if we look just quickly at some of the awards, again, Chickstall won the MVP award. Freddie Parent, who is our starting shortstop, finished third. He ended up with a 10 WAR season. Look at that. And this guy was, I mean, he was pretty good. He had an 8.7 WAR in real life, and he played for the Red Sox for a while. So we'll see how he does. MVP award went to Cy Young. 27 and 9 with a 2.32 ERA in his first season with the Red Sox. I had 1, 2, and 3 in the I guess in the best pitcher award. I didn't want to call it the Cy Young award because, well, just didn't. So it was a good first season. So let's go ahead and sim up to the draft. There were some decent names in there. Nobody earth-shattering, at least nobody for us. I mean, we're going to be picking either last or second to last, so I'm not entirely sure if we're going to get anything of value. So let's see. Philadelphia wants to trade us a starting pitcher and a 21-year-old left fielder for our starting catcher. No. Good. Let's continue to head here to the first year player draft. So I think what this episode's going to be is it's going to be the quote unquote off season. There is no real off season in this. It's just the draft and then the regular season. So I think we'll go through the draft. I'll sim up to the regular season. We'll sim through the season. I'll probably stop recording at opening day, sim ahead to, I don't know, the All-Star break or something like that, or the trade deadline or something like that, give you an update, and then play through the end of the season and see what happens in year number 2. So they want to send us Huey Jennings. Nope. Teams really want Lou Krieger, so that may be something to consider depending on what's available to us in the draft. Another trade proposal. Kid Nance for Charlie Hempel. Nope. Nope. Keep what we have. I'm not averse to making trades, obviously. My goal is to win as quickly as I can. So, Bill Hoffer, no. Or a bunch of trash on my team, but Scout seems, or my assistant GM seems to like it. I don't need that guy, so no, I'm good. Yeah, so there probably won't be a lot of long-term building as I do this. My goal is to just win as quickly as I can with every team, so there will be some sacrifices made with prospects as we get to that point. I mean, there isn't a whole lot in terms of prospects right now. No, I'm going to have to mark that guy as untouchable here. Yeah, I was really close. We were dominant that first season. I had a bunch of injuries. There was a time where I was down to two starting pitchers, and I managed to hold on, but for some reason, we just sort of lost it in the postseason. So, all right, first year player draft. Get Evers, Tinker, Addy Joss. Those are really the three big names. Patsy Doherty isn't bad. He played for the Red Sox for a few years. There's not going to be a whole lot here, but we'll be able to get something. Yeah, we're picking 16th, so let's go ahead and go ahead and draft to our pick. So I think smart move is. I think the smart move is to get a pitcher starting. I don't know. A catcher here who's 22, and maybe that would allow me to move. Everybody wanted, what was it, Krieger? Yeah, I mean, we have. Krieger's 29. He's not that good. Defensively, he's pretty good, but we have Ossie Schreckengost, who is just as good defensively. So maybe we go with a catcher and then try to move Krieger. Alex Pearson isn't bad. He didn't pitch very long, and I will look at that stuff, even though I know they develop differently in this engine than they do in real life, which is one of the things I love about out of the park baseball. A lot of relief pitchers. I don't particularly want a relief pitcher, so I think what we're gonna do. Jimmy Sebring's not bad. Didn't have a very long career. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Red Dewin, and we're going to try to trade Krieger. So we're gonna draft him to our next pick. I don't want a batter. I don't. Are there any starters available still? Nobody any good. But I probably could use another starting pitcher just based on what happened last year. Be nice to have some depth should I get dinged with injuries again. Maybe we go with this guy because he's the oldest and he's the most developed. Rube Kissinger. Good with that. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sure, Lou Castro. Players in this draft, that's unexpected. Unexpected and not something I really want to deal with because they're all trash. So we're just going to go ahead and autocomplete. So let's go ahead and assign our draftees. Dewin wants $100. I think we can swing that. Rube wants a cool 50. We're okay there. Lou Castro wants a 30 spot. I think we're all right with that. So let's now see what happens if we move Krieger. Let's see what sort of offers we get. Well, shoot. Okay. Joe McGinnity. He's 30, but he's still. I mean, he pitched until 1908 in real life, so that. Yeah, I mean, there's an option here, obviously. So, Bill Keister, good hitting shortstop. You can also play second. I don't. How did he end up? WAR's jacked up, man. How did he end up with negative 1.4 WAR? Division negative 68.7 rating. Oh, that'll do it. Okay. He made 111 errors in 139 games. That will do it for sure. Okay. I love old timey baseball stats, man. They're just great. You can't beat that. I think we're gonna go after. Yep, we are gonna go after Joe McGinnity. Squeeze? I doubt it. I mean, no team has any players, but can we? Oh, Shoot, okay. Jerry Nopes. Fine with it. I just want McGinn. He's 30. Again, this is a team that's set up to win now, so we're going to go after it and try to make that happen. So we'll pick up Joe McGinnity. Move him there. Cy Voorhees. I like his name. Because I like his name, we're going to put him on the big league roster. Rid of this trash. Pitchers. We just don't need pitchers. Send that guy. All right. So that's going to do it for the quote-unquote off-season. I'm going to go ahead and sim ahead to the start of the regular season. And then we will... actually, I think I might just sim ahead to the All-Star break. There's no reason for me to come back at the regular season. I'll come back at the midway point of the regular season. We'll see where we stand, and then we'll play through till the end of the season, and then hopefully we'll be moving on to another team. So, be right back. All right, we are back. It is the trade, it is the trade deadline in 1902, and we are 63-24. Can't take any credit for it. I mean, it didn't really make any of the. I didn't select this team. This is what was given to me. I did pick up Joe McGinnity in the offseason, and he's been pretty good, 11-8, 3.31. But otherwise, this is just the team that that we were stuck with, for lack of a better term. I don't know that. I mean, do we try to find an upgrade? I mean, there are going to be people on the trade block, but batters, a lot of batters. Billy Hamilton and Dummy Hoy, who's 40. Still playing some good ball. Same thing with Billy Hamilton. I mean, I don't really need an upgrade. Maybe we go after Wee Willie Keeler. He's disruptive. Wow, I wouldn't have thought that. Wouldn't have thought that, but I think our offense, or with our team playing as well as it is, I don't think he would affect it all that much. I mean, we could do Keeler for Hempel, and then that immediately improves our team offensively. I mean, Hempel's been good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to make that deal. Wee Willie Keeler for Charlie Hempel. Team doesn't... Yeah, they're leery, but I think we are... let's look at our chemistry. Yeah, we have enough leaders, I think, that it won't be an issue. So let's move Keeler. Ready? Yeah, he is. All right, so let's look at the lineup. Let's set the lineup. Tommy Dowd. Why is he the leadoff hitter with his 43 I? Not crazy about that. Batting ratings, I. Chickstall really should be my leadoff hitter, and that's the way it's going to stay. We're going to do that. Jimmy Collins is hurt. He'll be back in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, things are going really, really well. I mean, Cy Young 16-5, 2.20. Winter 17-4. He's getting really, really good. He's only 24 years old, so really solid pitcher there for us. Joe McGinnity, we talked about. Ted Lewis having another solid season for us as well. So we've got 4 really, really good starters. Our bullpen is fine. I mean, they don't pitch very much. You see 10 innings, 12 innings, 7, 3, and 2. So they don't pitch very much. Offensively, we're hitting 302 as a team. Buck Freeman with 12 home runs. He's crushing it right now. He's on pace for 19. So he's having a good year as well. So we upgraded our team. We picked up Willie Keeler, stuck him out in right field. Going to bat number 2 for us, and we'll see if that can propel the offense here in the postseason. So that's going to do it for this quick segment. I'm going to go to the end of the season, and then we will sim the postseason games, and hopefully we can move on. Because figure I've got, what, 120 years to win it with roughly 32, 33 teams. So I have to do it in about 3 or 4 years per team in order to win it with every team leading up to 2020. So I don't know if that's necessarily possible, but we'll see. Hang tight. We'll be right back. All right. It is time for the World Series, and we're going to be playing Pittsburgh again. I got Rube Waddell and Jesse Tannehill. I wonder if they are doing so well. Oof. And he's good. Wow. All right. So let's look at our team. We finished 140. Good for first place. And Pittsburgh finished 95 and 45. So, rematch of last year's World Series. Offensively and pitching, we were just dominant. Let's look at pitching first, because there's only really four names we need to look at. So Cy Young, 23 and 10, 2.25 ERA, 8 WAR. George Winter, getting even better. Won 23 games. Was it 23 games? 23 and 13 in his rookie season. Was 26 and 7 this year with a 2.09 ERA. He was awesome. Joe McGinnity came in, won 20 games, 20 and 12. Ted Lewis with another 20-win season. And again, our pen didn't really pitch much, and that's fine. So, our 4 pitchers are rock solid going into the postseason. Offensively, Freddie Parent with his second just unbelievable season. He was at a 9.6 WAR this season. He's so good defensively that it makes up for it. And you can see actually his real life stats. So it'll be interesting to see if he drops off significantly next season or if he will maintain it. Jimmy Collins, he's 32 now, had another really nice season, 8.3 WAR. Chick Stahl, a bit of a down season compared to last year, but still put up 6. Willie Keeler came over and hit 342 for us. Only good for 3.7 WAR, but I think a lot of that's defensive and his base running. We had to call up Lou Castro. Glad we ended up drafting him because we had 3 second basemen get hurt towards the end of the season. So he ended up having to play the last handful of games at second base, which is fine because he's a second baseman. So, and as long as he doesn't completely embarrass himself, he'll be fine. But the rest of our offense is pretty set. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if we look at the upcoming draft pool. Just to see who's there. I haven't really looked at it. Oh, wow. So you got 4 really, really good pitchers with Mordecai Three Finger Brown kind of leading the way. Did he not start pitching? Wow, he didn't make his debut until he was 27. I didn't know that. So Mordecai Brown is in there. Offensively, Solly Hoffman's probably the best name in there. Or at least it's one of the few that I recognize. Doc Gessler, I don't really know. Played 10, 12 seasons. Charlie Babb, I'm familiar with the name. Jake Stahl, I'm familiar with the name. So there are some decent players here. Hopefully we have the number 1 pick with whichever team we end up going with. It'll be interesting. I would be looking at either Brown or Hoffman. Would probably go Brown if we're really looking. I don't know. Players develop so much faster in this because they start playing earlier. Like Solly Hoffman is 19, but he started playing in 1903. So anyway, we need to get there first. So let's get to the playoffs. So let's finish this day. And we're going to go into the playoffs. So we should be going Cy Young. Yep, Cy Young against Rube Waddell. These were so good. See what happens. Take a 1-0 lead. We win 5-0. Wow, that was unexpected. Cy Young had a 2-run double. Pitched a complete game shutout, as is to be the case in a lot of these games. So George Winter against Jesse Tannehill. Tannehill, 22-6. Series tied at 1. This is what happened in the last series. It was win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, and then we lost game 6 and 7. So Tannehill went the distance. Winter only went 4. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and go to game 3. Ah, that's why Winter only went 3. He got hurt. Okay. All right, so that's fine. We'll just go with a 3-man rotation. Three-man rotation. McGinnity of coverage. So McGinnity against Sam Lever. He's not very good. I think we have the advantage here, but who knows? So let's see. Game 3. And we win 12-5. Easy victory. Parent had 3 RBIs. Castro went 3 for 5. So our draft pick coming through for us there. Rube Waddell against Ted Lewis pitching. Cy Young pitching. So we're going Cy Young. He's not tired, I'm assuming. Yeah, he's not tired. So, all right, so Waddell against Young, game 4. Series tied at 2. First 2 home runs of the series. We hit solo home runs, but we lost. All right, so now it's going to be Tannehill against Lewis in game 5. Take a 3-2 series lead. We won 11-0. Wow. Assuming Lewis went the distance, and he'll give up 15 hits. 4 hits from Parent, 3 RBIs from Stahl. All right, so we only have to win 1 of the next 2 games, and we got Cy Young going in our next, Joe McGinnity and then Cy Young. I'm good with that. So can our offseason acquisition close down the World Series for us? Let's see. We do. We win the World Series. Excellent. So we are about 2 seasons ahead of where we need to be. Because like I said, in order to really do this, we're going to need to win about every 4 years. But I also understand that some teams are never going to finish with the worst record, so we may not end up using them. So what we'll do, like if the Red Sox end up with the worst record in a few years, we'll take the team with the second worst record. That way we can try to work through as many of these teams as possible. So that means we are going to take over the Washington Senators. They're not good. Oh boy, they're not good. Okay, well, this is going to be our first challenge here. So we're going to have the number 1 pick in the draft. We got to figure out what we got to do there. But that is for next time. So everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.